All right, puck is down here. We'll see how this goes. Rink B here at Plymouth Ice Center is never great Wi-Fi, so if this skips in and out. This is Wayzata in white against Rochester in their black uniforms. Rochester is going to send it down into the Wayzata end. Allstad over towards Colmenero. You also won't be able to see down in this corner because of the concrete wall here on Rink B. Rochester controls this, shot right on. That's gloved down by Pellinger. Let's see that for 1 second. Just going to put the link in Slack. Oops, wrong team. All right, we're a couple seconds behind now. Rochester towards the middle again. They're going to try to get a shot. It's blocked in front. Kirshner there. And Davison will clear it to the sideboards. Sauer throws a hit along the wall. Now this looks like Naraki out of the zone. Nice play to clear the zone. Offside at the blue line. Comes Pyle, back to Turek, over to Johnson. Nice little play there from Winfield, but it's knocked away out of the zone by Rochester. Now it's Pyle. Kind of an awkward play at the line there. I think a stick came up high on a Rochester player. Wayzata's going to control towards Moldy, down into the Rochester end for the first time. Now Rochester's going to flip it out to the neutral zone. Moldy is there for the Trojans. He's going to get the corner here. Now he cuts to the middle. He's all alone. Tries to go 1 against 4, and Rochester knocks it away. Now Allstad sneaks by him. Weekly is back there as Rochester brings it into the Wayzata end. Now it's Weekly again on the boards. Another weird hit there. Colmenero took something up high, maybe a stick, maybe a glove. Now it's Rochester on a centering attempt. Kurtz is going to control it in behind the net, and he'll come out of the zone with possession. Tried to kind of saucer it over to Colmenero, but it's intercepted in the neutral zone and back into the Wayzata end. Nice play by Pellinger to break up the dump-in attempt. It's Peterson on the wing, gets it out to Kurtz, up to Colmenero. He's got half a step here. He's got a whole step and gets a nice shot on. First shot on goal for Wayzata is a nice opportunity by Colmenero. Now it's Davison on the regroup up towards Sauer. Back into the Wayzata end. It's like an icing. Face-off here is controlled by Sauer. He gets it back to, I think that's Naraki. Yep, he'll throw it in the corner. And now it's out of play. Face off. Nice play there by Davison to step up with it. Gets a shot on. Good pad save by the Rochester goalie there. Really nice play by Davison to step into the high slot there off the face off. A nice play by Naraki to keep that one in. He gloved it down and keeps it in again. Now Hendricks trying to control it at the line. And Kirshner keeps it in. Nicely done. Good shift by this line. First time we've had any sustained pressure in the Rochester end. Now this is Johnson as Wayzata gets some fresh troops. Shot right on from the point, steered aside by Pellinger. Now back to the point again. Hard shot goes way wide. Johnson towards Winfield. Nice play to find Naraki on the other side of the ice, and it's up to Pyle. And he's going to draw a penalty there. Going to get our first power play opportunity.
Let's go, boys! Shots!
So for the power play, just hit that. We'll roll with Moldy, Colmenero, and Peterson up front on this power play with Pyle and Johnson at the point. Face-off, comes out to Johnson. Tries to keep it in. It's going to come out of the zone. Colmenero will try to send it deep. It hits the glass weirdly and didn't get all the way in, and now Rochester clears it. Comes Moldy. A couple of head fakes to get out of his own zone. Tried to take it wide. And now Colmenero will control it. Gets it to Johnson up top, and they'll slow it down. Over to Peterson. He's got a little space. Sends it down to Moldy in the corner, and now it's Johnson at the top. Fires one wide. Pyle into Colmenero. Good battle. And now Rochester is going to ice it. With 1:03 left in the power play. It'll be an offensive zone draw. Moldy controls it back to Johnson. And now it's to Moldy on the wing. And we'll try to get our right configuration here. Pyle and Moldy are on the opposite sides from usual. And now it's Colmenero battling behind, and Rochester flips it out of play again.
He's outside! Shoot the puck!
Now this is Kurtz, wins the draw cleanly, out to Naraki, tipped in front by Sauer, but it goes wide. Now it's Sauer behind the net. Kurtz now will control it. Back to Naraki at the point. Now it's Hendricks on the near side. He's hounded by an aggressive Rochester penalty kill. Gets it to Naraki in the middle. He gets hauled down, and the shot didn't get much on it, and Hendricks will have to regroup. All right, this is Hendricks, controls it into the zone and gets a nice shot. Glove saved by the Rochester goalie. Defensive zone face-off. Nice shot by Johnson there, but it skipped wide. Turek holds it in, pinching on the far side. Johnson does keep it in. It's Winfield to Moldy. A little backhand pass, tried to find Pyle in front, and now it's Winfield behind. Now it'll come all the way back to Turek, who sends it high off the glass. Pyle tried to chip it by his guy, but Rochester controls it. This is Turek, gets it out of the zone. That's going to be offside. Face-off just outside the blue line. Comes to Naraki, who chips it down towards the other end. Peterson is going to chase there and behind. Rochester defenseman comes back the other way, and I think that hit a player on the bench. Kurtz on the draw. Peterson gets it over to Colmenero. Back to Naraki. Fires one high and wide. Davison pinches in on this near side. Now it's Colmenero and Kurtz in behind. To Davison. Not good. Now it looks like Wayzata offside at the blue line. Breakout play there. Came to Kirschner from Weekly. Now it's Hendricks up to Sauer. He's got it. Step. He's in all alone. Shot and a save by this Rochester goalie who catches with his right hand. That's kind of unusual. Usually they catch with their left. Sauer might have gotten that one past a different goalie on the blocker side, but that one went right into the catcher's net. Now it's a face-off back to Alstead. Hendricks in the corner. Kirschner digging for it. Nice job by Kirschner. Good forecheck there. Rochester has no choice but to just send it all the way. And just apparently because Weekly was close to the puck, they wave it off, even though it made it all the way. But now here comes Wayzata. It's Sauer to Hendricks. He had it knocked away right when he tried to load up and fire. Turek keeps it in the zone. Down into the corner, and it's like the Wayzata forward line is ready to make a change here. Rochester dumps it in. And then they go for a change, so Johnson has an opportunity to come out of the zone here. Little backhand pass is picked off by Rochester. Now they're in 2-on-1. Nice recovery by Johnson. A couple of big saves here by Pellinger in front. It's still loose. Now Winfield has it, gets it up, chips it up towards Moldy. He's got Pyle on the far side, can't get it to him. Now it's Turek pinching in. I think Wayzata's going to get a penalty now on a trip. Yeah.
All right, see you, bud. Hey, bud. I thought you were warming up like behind the A ice. That's why I thought you guys were on our ice before.
You want to come watch the
That's
game?
why my text messages don't make any sense.
You want to come watch the game and stretch?
Did you end up doing PGA or not? What's that? Did you end up doing PGA or not? What are we going to do? Next call.
All right, D-zone face-off controlled by Wayzata. We're on the penalty kill here. It's Naraki and Davison. Now they're going to get another one, I think, on Naraki here. Or maybe they called Rochester. Yeah, it looks like they got the Rochester player for a slash. He and Naraki were kind of battling in the corner, both with their sticks, and Rochester gets the call, so that's going to even it up at 4-on-4. Faceoff is controlled by Wayzata. It's Naraki to Davison. A low shot. He was looking for Colmenero tip on the near post there. It went wide, and now it's down to Colmenero in the corner. Nice job there by Naraki to pinch in and gets it to Tommy at the top of the circles. Colmenero shoots it. Had Moldy providing some traffic in front, but another nice stop by the Rochester tender. Now it's Pellinger, Naraki, Moldy. And Moldy and Colmenero kind of ran into each other there. Moldy controls it briefly, and now Rochester will come out with it. Good stick there by Alstad, and then he takes the body. And Moldy will clear it away and go for a change. Now Alstad controls. He's going to ring it around the boards on the dump in. Peterson is there. And now Rochester springs a guy up the middle. Gets a shot on, maybe a couple shots. Nice saves there by Pellinger. Now it's Peterson, tried to get it rink wide. Just intercepted by the Rochester D. Now Kurtz controls it, ships it off the boards. Tried to get it to Peterson, it comes out of the zone. Now Rochester controls it in front. I went around a couple of bodies, got a shot on Pellinger. Knocks it down with the blocker. Now it's Peterson at the line. Comes out. Now it's Johnson. Comes to Kirshner, who's going to send it in. This is Sauer at the point, covering defensively. Got a shot on goal there. Now Turk bats it out of play. Seven to 6 for them. All right, now Rochester controls it. They'll come out with speed around the. A nice shot off there from the circle, from the face-off dot, but Pellinger steered it aside. Rochester will dump it back in and chase it. Naraki back there. Davison ringing it around towards Hendricks. Now it's Kirshner. Little battle over there. Won by Hendricks. Comes out of the zone. Oh, does not quite get it out of the zone. It's held in by Rochester. Now Naraki will try to wrap it around, and it sneaks past the Rochester defenseman all the way into their end. No ice. Rochester brings it into the zone, bodied off the puck by Weekly. Nice play there. Now Weekly will send it over to Alstad. Coming up the wall on the near side, he got it up to Winfield, who got it to Moldy briefly, and now it's dumped in. Moldy there chasing it. Kyle has a little time. Almost had Winfield there. Kept in at the line by Weekly. Moldy to Winfield in front. Good little backhand pass by Moldy there. Now it's a lot of stick work there. Kyle does get it back to Winfield, and now it's to the point to Alstad. Tricky little shot. I don't know if that Rochester goalie even saw that one. He had two of his own defenders right in front of him, but he got a blocker on it. Kurtz on the draw, sits in the dot for just a minute, and now Rochester will ring it around the near side towards the blue line. Johnson kicks it in. Now Rochester goes up the middle on the breakout. They'll come out 2 against 2. They're just going to send it into the far corner. Now they try to find a guy in the middle. Nice try, went wide. This is Colmenero all the way across. Peterson chips it. Gets a stick on it, and now he'll chase it down in the Rochester end. They ring it around, and they're going to come out of the zone now up the middle again.
Go!
Johnson's got it. He's got some speed, gets it to Kurtz. To Johnson through the middle. Backhand shot right on, low shot. Kicked aside. And the first period will end 0-0. Yeah, it's pretty even.
It's fast.
Hey, more shots. More shots. I ain't nothing to offer tonight. No good conversation, no good jokes. It's all out of material.
Saving it for tomorrow morning. Just FaceTime all of us on the way up. It'll be like a podcast.
Talk the whole way down.
Yeah, the whole way down. I'm so used to going up.
Fill it up, buddy. Fill it up. Full diesel tomorrow.
Yeah. Full team tomorrow.
Puck is down on the second period here. He's into the Wayzata zone. Kurtz will dig. Now Colmenero tries to chip it up wide. Will it get past? Peterson does get past. Now he's trying to get it to the middle. Got a shot on and then centered it. Now it's Rochester coming back out of the zone. Got a guy ahead of the play, but they're just going to dump it down in the near side and chase it. Davison gets there first. Now it's Naraki. Now it's Colmenero. Tries to get it to Kurtz on the near side. Naraki's going to help out and see if Kurtz can dig it out here. He does. They'll go back to Davison, and they'll kind of regroup over towards Peterson. Peterson guides it all the way down into the Rochester end, and we'll get some fresh legs. Now it's Sauer with a nice stick. Oh, and takes a hit way up high. And they're gonna call offside, not the two-hander to the face. None of the 4 referees saw that one apparently. This will be Kirshner on the draw. He's out there with Hendricks and Sauer. Weekly and Alstad on defense. Now here comes Rochester with a little bit of a 3-on-2 here. They're going to fire it from long range. Hellinger gets the blocker on it, and the rebound kind of sat there until Kirshner is able to clear it off to the side momentarily. Now it still is held in by Rochester. We're going to fire it towards the opposite side. It's come to the point for a shot. Hellinger gets the glove on it. Weekly's going to try to get Hellinger his stick behind the play. And Alstad makes a nice play to get it down into the Rochester end, and Wayzata will get a partial change. Winfield is on with Pyle. Nice forecheck by Winfield. He steals it and gets it to Turek at the point. And a shot right on by Winfield from the sideboards. Face-off is won by Moldy, back to Turek. Now it's Winfield behind. Kind of dropped it for Pyle. Moldy into the near corner where we can't see. Pyle and Moldy both battling, and Pyle comes out of there briefly, and now he's going to draw a penalty. Nice work there by Pyle. Wayzata will get its second power play of the game here.
Let's go!
Shots, boys!
Moldy wins it cleanly, back to Johnson. Pyle up top now to Moldy, and we'll get it set up with Johnson up top, all the way down towards the corner to Peterson. He gets it to Moldy. He'll walk it in front. Now Peterson, a little low shot, tried to find Colmenero in front. It was tipped, but saved. Now the puck skips over Johnson's stick at the blue line. Neutral zone, a little battle for it here. Pyle maybe got away with a little hook. No, he didn't get away with it. They saw that one. It'll be 4-on-4.
Gotta handle the puck, boys!
It'll be 4-on-4 for a minute and 22 seconds here, and then Rochester will get about a 40-second power play after that. Wayzata will go with Moldy and Colmenero up front. And that's Naraki and Davison on D. Davison rings it around. It comes right back to him. Nice little move there to escape one defender, and now it's Colmenero offside at the line.
There's the other Achilles.
I grabbed his shoulder. I was trying to Team Winfield.
Team Pyle. Takes the village.
Right, now this is Peterson and Kurtz with Weekly and Alstad. Still 4-on-4 here for another 50 seconds. Alstad brings it in behind. Up to Kurtz. And Peterson up the middle. Now he tried to kind of get it behind the play, and That one is chipped into the player bench. Kurtz on the draw here, gets it to Weekly. He'll wheel in his own end here, sends it towards Peterson, and it gets all the way down for an ice. Now it's going to be Moldy on the draw. He's out there with Winfield. Oh, Rochester has a guy wide open in front. He fires it high over the net. Now it's Alstad. He's going to flip it out, and it looks like it's going to roll the length of the ice for another icing. Draw is won by Rochester. Back to the point. Low shot and a rebound was on the side of the net. Now Rochester will send it around again. They'll control it in the corner, and now they've got a power play here for 32 seconds. A little low shot there. Stopped by Pellinger. Back to the point for a shot that comes up high into the chest. Pellinger is up to the task, and now it's back again to that big defenseman. Feeds it on the side, another open shot. And the rebound is knocked in by Rochester. Face-off is controlled again by Rochester. They'll bring it into the Trojans' end. They're going to try to get it to the point. Sauer and Kirshner are there. Kirshner comes away with it towards Hendricks. He's just able to steer it on into the Rochester end. Some stuff happens in the corner that we can't see. There comes Hendricks with it. Bank it off the boards out to Davison for a low shot. That's blocked into the corner. Play, nice forecheck there by Kirshner. Hendricks comes out of there, tries to get it back towards Naraki, and it's going to deflect out of the zone. Back to center. This is Davison up to Kirshner. Nice job there by Hendricks to steal that outlet pass and send it back into the zone. Kirshner is down there battling. Now Rochester does not get it out. Nice job by Colmenero. Up to the side wing, intercepted by Peterson. Gets it to Colmenero on the backhand. Got one shot off. Kurtz back to the point to Alstad. He fires it. Stopped by a skate. Colmenero has the rebound. Kurtz now. It's going to come to Weekly on the sideboards. He's going to send it. Nice play. Saw Kurtz on the side there, and he just deflected it high. Now this is Alstad at the point, blocked by Rochester. And I think that hit a glove on our player bench. Kurtz on the face-off here. One is controlled by Rochester. Back towards Johnson, and a little battle on the wall over there. Johnson grabs it and reverses it to the other side. This is Turek now. Kurtz and Colmenero battling for it. And Rochester is going to control it in the corner. Oh. Rochester put an arm around our guy and held him aside, but nothing called there. They'll center it to nobody. And Colmenero tries to get it out. It's back to the point. High stick, deflected down, and Wayzata's going to choose to touch it, and now they get it out. Ooh. And Rochester is right back into the zone. That's Turek to Colmenero towards Kurtz. And now Peterson wins a race into the corner. There's two Rochester players there. Moldy comes in to help out. And now Rochester will come away with it. Now it's right to Winfield off the bench. He gets it to Moldy. Around the corner, he's got Pyle in front. Nice play. Shoots, he scores. Pyle just sort of directed it high into the corner, past the blocker. Beautiful pass by Moldy and a nice finish by Pyle. Faceoff comes back to our end towards Naraki. Winfield is mugged at center ice. Comes back to the point. Oh, Pellinger stops the first one. Rebound attempt went on top of the net, and now one trickled behind Pellinger, but it's kept out of the net by, I think it was Naraki who was back there to save a goal. Naraki or maybe Davison. Look out. Oh, now there's a hit away from the puck that is not called again, inexplicably. Moldy took a body check. He was nowhere near the puck. Now Rochester comes out with some speed. They try to go wide. Alstead trying to force him into the corner. He gets a sharp angle shot. Now it'll be Naraki behind. Gets it towards Pyle. He just sort of redirects it out of the zone. Good play. Going to get one change. 2, 3 forwards are going to change, but Rochester has a little break here. Pellinger is going to gobble that one up. Be Kirshner on the faceoff. It comes to Sauer. Comes out of the zone with possession. Over to Hendricks. He's got a little space. Shoots a low one on net. Steered into the corner. Hendricks gets there and brings it around towards Alstead at the far point. And now it's Sauer battling with Kirshner. Sauer out front. He's hauled down. And now it does come out of the zone. Just past Alstead. Back to Weekly. Weekly hounded by an aggressive Rochester forecheck. He'll have to reverse it over towards Alstead. This is Kirshner trying to clear. Kept in at the line. Another tip with a high stick. And now they're going to wave it off. Weekly was kind of waiting for something to develop there, knowing that Rochester couldn't touch the puck. Now it's to Alstead, to Hendricks, back to Weekly. Now it's Rochester in the neutral zone. They're going to send it all the way in. big hit behind the net there on Alstad. Looked like at number 16 was pretty aggressive with the elbows on that one. And now Kirshner's just going to send it down for an icing. Face off in our D zone, controlled by the Trojans, in behind for Turek. Tried to hit Colmenero on the near wall, and it got past him, and now Colmenero blocked one. And now they're going to call a hook on Turek, I believe. Didn't see that one. This will be Moldy on the face-off. It's controlled by Rochester. A little set play off the face-off. Saved by Pellinger. So it's Moldy and Winfield up front with Naraki and Davison at D on this penalty kill. Face-off won by Moldy, but it comes back to the Rochester D at the blue line, and now they'll get it set up. They'll slow it down a little bit here. Shot blocked by Moldy, nicely done. Davison clears it away. Nice play by Winfield there to break up momentarily. It doesn't come out though, and now Rochester will gain control. Rochester seems content to work it around the perimeter, which we'll be fine with. Now they're going to try to get it into the middle, and they do. Shot right on, saved by Pellinger. Face-off comes behind towards Weekly. He'll win a battle along the boards there, and he'll chip it out of the zone. Nice play by Weekly. This is Kirshner and Pyle now up front with Alstad and Weekly on the PK, which will last another 43 seconds. Now a dangerous one in front. Shot goes wide. Weekly with a nice play there. As soon as that Rochester player kind of lost control behind the net, Weekly went and chased it. Now this is Pyle. Gets a shot on goal short-handed and then gets slammed into the boards. Onside at the line for Rochester. Send it wide, and now it's Weekly who clears it again. Rochester will try to swing it all the way across, and it gets there. Whiffs on the shot. Little change-up. Almost fooled Pellinger there, but it didn't have enough to get into the back of the net. Now Wayzata is back to full strength. It's into the middle for a quick shot and a save. Defensive zone draw here is going to be taken by Kurtz. He's out there with Peterson on one wing and Colmenero on the other. Johnson and Turek, the defensive partners. This one's going to come up towards the point. Doesn't get out. Now it's in the corner. Kurtz is going to get it. Turek now is bodied off the puck. And that puck is sent up and out of play. This draw is going to be controlled by Colmenero nicely off the face-off. He gets it to the blue line. Not quite out yet. Now it comes out with Turek and Colmenero. Hand pass?
Come on! Too many refs.
Jeez. Let him play.
It's like a men's softball team. Let's go.
All right, puck is down, thankfully. This is Johnson into the zone. He'll send it into the far corner. Chased by Peterson. Rochester will ring it around. And Johnson intercepted the pass, but it comes out of the zone. This is Turek. Now he's going to get it up towards Colmenero. Flips it up in the air a little bit. Now it's going to be offside at the line. Can't go more than about 12 seconds without a whistle. Face-off just outside the blue line, controlled by Rochester. It's Davison now defensively for Wayzata. He's going to hold up his guy a little bit in the corner, and he's going to get a penalty now. Rochester controls here. And Wayzata will touch up, but we're going to be shorthanded. So we'll be shorthanded for the last 20 seconds of the second period here. Rochester sends it past their own D-man. That's going to kill a big chunk of this. Wayzata behind their own net, or Rochester behind their own net. They've got 5 seconds here, and they're going to dump it in, and that'll be the end of the second period. fans filtering back in for the third period here. We missed the first 30 seconds or so. Should be back. I know the Wi-Fi is bad, so the live stream has been behind all night. We'll see what happens in the third period. This is Rochester in with a nice shot there down the wing. Hellinger blockers it aside. And now there's an offside. I know, we're maybe a little lucky. We were caught in the middle of a change there. Yep. All right, Rochester still on a power play for 50 seconds here. It's going to be Turek on D. He's with Johnson back there, and then the forward line is Kurtz and Colmenero. Nice battle there by Turek. Now Colmenero will chase it in behind. Nice hit by Kurtz to finish his check, but Rochester now is going to bring it out. That looked offside, and it is. Now this will be Moldy on the draw. He's out there with Winfield. It's still Turek and Johnson defensively with now 15 seconds on the PK. Rochester is going to control it behind. Kicked away by Johnson. Nice play to win that battle. It's going to get it to Moldy. Moldy into the zone, goes wide and fires one. Was kind of looking for a rebound there on the far side. Winfield was there, but it was kicked away over his stick. Now it's Pyle back to Turek. Winds and fires and scores! Nice shot by Turek. Pyle maybe got a stick on it in front. Either way, it's 2-1 Trojans. Pyle was the first one through the handshake line, so I think that confirms it. He got a stick on that one, but a nice shot by Turek. Redirected right into the upper corner by Pyle. Now it's Kurtz on the draw, and Davison's going to get it and fire it into the Rochester end. Stopped in behind, and Kurtz chases. Rochester reverses it now. They come out of the zone, and they will dump it in. Davison chasing now, comes out front dangerously. I don't know how that puck got wound up out there, but luckily it was fired wide. Now it's Davison all the way around. See if Colmenero can handle it. Tough one along that wall. And now Naraki reverses course behind the net, gets the stick a little high there. Now it's Kurtz and Naraki. They're going to battle to a stalemate with and we'll get a stoppage for a face-off in our own end. Kurtz is going to bat at it in the air, and now it comes to Alstead in the corner, out to the point, over to the other point, it escapes him, and now Peterson gets his stick on the puck and almost got it to Colmenero. Wayzata had a chance there, but it was just out of the reach of Colmenero. Now it's up towards Peterson again, into the zone. Colmenero, and it comes right in on the Rochester goalie. He'll freeze it. We'll get an offensive zone to face off. Kirshner on the draw. Hendricks almost had a chance there. He was taken away in front by Rochester. Now they're coming out outside. Tried to hit the Trailer on the far side, and now it's going to come out with Sauer, and Wayzata has numbers with Hendricks. 3-on-1. Hendricks fires the shot, and now Kirshner got a stick on the rebound, and then he got dumped in front of the net, and Rochester is going to get a penalty. Trojans had a 3-on-1 there briefly. Puck kind of went off of Hendricks' stick. He recovered in time to get a good shot on. Face off. Whistle dead for some reason. We'll try again. There you go, Moldy back to Johnson. He's pursued by the Rochester penalty killer, who steals it, and now it comes out of the zone. It's got a little bit of a break. Moldy is back there. Deflects that shot wide. And now Pyle. Come out of the zone. It's down into the corner. He's going to bring it all the way around behind. All the way to the sideboards. He's going to dump it back towards Colmenero. And now there's a battle there. Peterson joins them. Pyle joins and now it comes out with it. Rochester can't quite clear it. Moldy throws it towards Colmenero in front. It didn't reach him. And now here's Pyle. He's got Peterson going to the net off of his stick. Colmenero gets a shot. Now we'll slow it down a little bit. Maybe. Colmenero. It's a Pyle in the corner. It's an aggressive Rochester PK here. And now Moldy's got it. He's going to circle and drop it back towards Johnson. Down in the corner to Peterson. He loses control of it. It goes down into the corner. Back up towards... Now here Peterson brings it to the middle. He's got a little space. He shoots, he scores! And I don't know what happened after the play. It was Colmenero was mixed up with somebody in front there. The goal is going to count. Peterson walked out of the corner, walked across the middle, fired it on goal, and now they're going to escort a Rochester player off the ice entirely. I'm not sure if Colmenero got the same fate there. No, Tommy's over on the bench, so I don't know what happened there. Did you guys see it? No? I didn't see it. On the stream? The stream is like 15 minutes delayed because the Wi-Fi was skipping in and out, so.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I know they were kind of mixed up in front, and Colmenero wasn't real happy about it, but I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we're still in the second period.
Yeah. Not exactly an instant replay. Yeah, they're going to get a 5-minute on Rochester here. 5 in a game. Clearly did something fairly egregious in front of the net there to Tommy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when we get home, we'll be able to see. That's right. Well, whatever it was, it's going to be a 5-minute major, and we're gonna stay on the power play. It's got to be. I think the goal was good, so it's 3-1. Yeah, the goal is good. And now I think Rochester needs somebody to serve the 10-minute aspect of that. All right, puck is down. Wayzata on another power play here, now with a 2-goal lead. Rochester's going to fire it all the way down. Now it's Johnson, shrugs off a man in the corner. Sets it up behind, gives it to Moldy. Moldy will get into the zone and put on the brakes and send it down towards Colmenero. Now in behind the net. See if Peterson now has it. They send it down towards Pyle on the sideboards. Now Moldy. Kind of in disarray here. We'll try to get our usual. There we go. Now everybody's in their usual spots with Moldy on the far side. Johnson up top. Peterson down in the near corner. Now it's Moldy. Tried to fire it towards the net. Colmenero and Pyle were both there, but it went into the corner. Now it's Colmenero. Back up to Johnson. Over off the boards to Moldy. He's hounded by the Rochester forecheck here, and now Moldy will come out of the corner with it. He's got a little space to operate now. It's to Johnson up top. Oh, deflected in the front. Pyle with a nifty little redirection there right on goal, but the impatient fans were wanting a shot there. Unfortunately, I think that's what Rochester wanted too. If they can force us to take one of those shots from the outside, they'll take that any day. We were trying to set something else up. All right, we're going to change up the power play unit. This is going to be Kirshner with Sauer and Hendricks. And it's over to Weekly. He's got a little space, but his shot is blocked into the corner. It's going to be Alstead and Weekly up top, I think. Rochester will come away with it and send it in. This is Alstead to Kirshner. Far side to Sauer. Nice pass. Sauer tried to get around the guy and couldn't, but Weekly follows it up. And now I think Rochester is going to send it all the way down. They do. With 2 minutes 44 seconds left in the major penalty. Now we're just going to go with the traditional forward line here instead of a power play unit. It's going to be the Moldy line with Winfield and Pyle. Pyle grabs it towards Winfield in the corner. Rochester's going to fire it to the point, blocked by Naraki. Nice play to bring it to the center, fires it. Rochester goalie had a clear view at that one, and now Rochester's going to send it right on goal. Now it's Moldy through the middle. Takes a couple of whacks there, and then a hit. And Pyle into the corner, but he lost his stick. Winfield drags his guy down. He got him a little, wrapped him up a little too much with the right arm there. So the face-off will come back in the Wayzata end, and that's now we're 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. The remaining 2 minutes of that major. Kurtz. Now the face-off comes out Rochester's way, out to the point, hard shot on. Deflected by the blocker of Pellinger. Now it's Kurtz on the sideboards, can't get it out. Now it's Johnson into the blind corner. Turns it around and sends it to Turek. Now back to Johnson into the abyss again. And now Johnson will turn around and ring it towards Peterson. He'll give it to Kurtz coming out of the zone. 2 against 3. Kurtz tries to make a move, sends it into the corner. Now there's a battle there, 2 Trojans and 2 Rochester players. And Rochester will come away with it. Nice play there by Johnson to stand up his guy at the blue line, but he still kept control of it. Now it's Kurtz who wins it. Behind the goal. Controlled out front, and Bellinger was there at the side of the post. It's still loose, though. And now Kurtz just lobs it out of the zone. Ooh, dangerous little stick handle there. Monero almost stole it, but he can, and now Rochester gets a shot right into the bread basket. Frozen by Pelly. Colmenero now on the draw. He's out there with Kirchner. 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. It's Weekly and Alstad. Now here's Alstad joining the attack. Gets it in almost. Yeah, he does get past his guy. Now he fired it across. I think he was looking for Colmenero on the back door. One of those shot passes. Now here's Weekly keeping it in. Colmenero battling. And Rochester controls until Kirchner gets a stick on it. Back to Alstad. To Weekly. Now both teams are back to full strength, and it's 5-on-5. Puck out of play. Face-off is won by Rochester. They come in with some speed. That winger was on his offhand. He shot it across his body and wide to the far side. And now he'll curl towards the middle. Still controls it. Nice play, and he shoots and scores over the glove of Bellinger. Rochester wisely realizing that we're up against the rink clock here. We've got 6 minutes left in our ice time and 4 minutes 37 seconds left on the scoreboard. So Rochester is trying to get things moving here. Moldy wins the face-off, sends it deep. And that one's going to come out of his zone. Johnson is back in his own end now, around the back of his net. He'll backhand it out towards Moldy. It's out of the zone. Moldy controls. And spins as he enters the zone, and Pyle will send it around all the way in. Now this is Winfield. Brought it out to the side, and now it's going to be back to the point for Turek. He was trying to pass it towards Moldy down in the corner there. And now Rochester comes out. Good back check by Winfield to join the defensive effort here. Chipped out of the zone by Turek. Nicely done. Again, Turek gets a stick on it, and now it's going to be Moldy. He'll send it in with 3 minutes 40 seconds left in the game. 5 minutes left on the rink clock. And now offside at the line by Rochester. Again, Rochester trying to get to the face-off dot as quickly as they can here. Wayzata is in no hurry. And Kurtz is going to, see, Rochester gets the face-off. They're going to send it all the way down. That's an ice. He was a couple steps shy of the red line. Face-off in the Rochester end now. This is won by Rochester. Colmenero is back defensively. Nice job. Now here's Alstad up towards Peterson. Gets all the way down into the zone. Now Kurtz on the sideboards. Colmenero battling too. Colmenero steals it. Nice job. Tried to get it to Kurtz down the middle, and now look out. Rochester's got a chance, but Weekly is back there. Allstad also gets back. He falls down, but Weekly has it. Nice play by Colmenero there to get in front with his body and get the puck out of the zone. Now Rochester is back in. They're onside at the line. Intercepted by Naraki. He's going to send it far side over here. Peterson will chase it. It's picked up by Rochester. Shot goes wide, and it's a broken stick. Might have been the culprit on why that shot did not get to the net, and now it's turned over by Wayzata. Ellinger steers that into the corner. Now it's in the dead zone. This is Peterson on the boards, tried to get it out. And we're going to get a whistle here. I don't know why. 2:16 left in the game, 3 minutes left on the rink clock. Face-off controlled by Wayzata to Turek behind the net, brings it around towards Hendricks, kept in by Rochester. And Johnson comes out of the Bermuda Triangle with the puck and gets it to Sauer. And it's a 2-on-1. He's got Hendricks on the back side, and it just kind of went under his stick. Good play there by Sauer. Just couldn't quite connect. And Rochester comes back on the attack. 1:46 to go, 1:44. Their goalie is still in the net. And Johnson tries to flip it out. Can't. Puck goes high off the glass. Now the goalie is off with 1:27 to go. Puck is buried in the corner that we can't see. And now it's Kirshner with a nice little stick handle move, but can't get it out. Had a chance to just kind of chip it. And it's kept in, back into the corner. Some stuff happening. And now puck is deflected up and out of play. 1 minute on both the game clock and the rink clock. Empty net, it'll be 6 skaters for Rochester, 5 for Wayzata. Ref making sure that everybody is in the right spots. Moldy wins the faceoff. Rung around to the far side. Pyle's just going to ice it. Probably not a bad play. It's going to waste another 30 seconds on the rink clock. Just waiting for it to tick from 9:59 to 10 o'clock. And there it is. That's going to be the game. 56 seconds left on the gamer, but we ran out on the rink clock, so it'll go down as a 1-goal victory for the Trojans. Thank you, sir. Right. It's not one of the over-the-shoulder VCR camcorders.